Hello, how you guys doing? My name is Clint Richards. My friends call me AZ. Welcome to AZ Meets the World. So if you've all been following me, then you'll know that I've been working on this bill for legislation, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to provide a resource for people who get beat up by the police and thrown in jail. A resource that what it looks like is a guy like me, I get beat up, I get thrown in jail, boom, there's a phone number on the wall that says, call me. Okay, hey, what's up? I'm Clint. I got beat up by the police. I need you all to review my arrest tapes and give me proper counsel. Okay, that's pretty much what it looks like. So that's what I'm trying to do. Now, as I've been going through my journey, I've been reaching out to a lot of senators and a lot of members of the House, and a lot of this has been super unsuccessful. Of course, it's the 18th of January 2022, so I just got through the holidays, and in my journey, I got a hold of somebody who works with Tim Scott. Now, Tim Scott is a senator of South Carolina. Tim Scott's a badass. I love this dude. I super support him. I stand behind him 100%. And so, I mean, I made so many phone calls before I got a hold of this one guy, and this dude says, look, man, he says, we're dinosaurs. We're in prehistoric times. The only way that you're going to get something in front of Tim Scott is to send us a fax. So I'm like, okay, damn, man. So I need to work on this letter. I got to get a fax sent out. So what I've got is I got this letter that it's a little bit rough. I'm going to tighten it up, and I'm going to start firing this out here tomorrow. And so my plan of attack is I'm going to send this letter or a variation of this letter to every senator in the country. That's 100 of them, and I'm going to send this letter to every single member of the House, which is 435 of them. So I'm going to continue to send this letter out to everybody in the country until somebody will listen to me and give me the time of day, and hopefully somebody's going to get behind me and they're going to sponsor this thing. And so that's what I got. But I want to share this letter with you. Now, excuse me, I'm not the best reader, so if I trip up a little bit, I'm sorry. But here it is, man. This is what I got. So check me out. Hello, my name is Clint Richards. Today I'm writing this letter to introduce myself. I'm also here to tell my story and my political agenda, which has a large scope of functionality. In 2019, I became victim of unprofessional policing/police brutality. Due to the nature of our government structure, I was unable to obtain proper counsel and transparency of my situation. I went through years of obstacles trying to get my case reviewed. As a result of the situation, I was placed in the position where I found many single fail points in our system. I found many flaws that need to be strengthened and corrected. I have learned a lot about our government, and when it comes to a man like myself, there is a lack of representation. There is a huge gap between my demographic and our lawmakers. What I have to offer you today is a number of different things that I hope you will find as valuable as I have. I have a bill that I would like to introduce to you that I feel is of high value and would strengthen the lack of accountability that the police have. This bill would not only give the police accountability that they very well need, but it would also give citizens such as myself the security that we deserve, being the ones that are the recipients of the unfortunate, unprofessional policing that is currently taking place in America on a daily basis. Before I get started, the number one thing that you need to know about me is that my case is still unresolved. I have blown the whistle at every opportunity you could possibly imagine. I assure you, if my case were to get reviewed, I would not only be in the limelight of the media, but I would also be on the front lines of justice, the justice that I very well deserve and have not received. As a result of my unfortunate circumstance, I have chosen to seek justice for the masses and to make sure that I do everything in my power to see that the next person in my situation has a resource available to them that I very much needed and did not have. I'm seeking justice for future me. That is my duty as an American. My duty as an American is to strengthen weak spots in our country, to offer solution where solution is needed. I ask that you please listen to what I have to say and consider this bill to be sponsored by yourself, to push this movement forward and give my demographic a fair chance the next time unprofessional policing takes place. To begin with, I don't ask that you trust my story. I ask that you verify it. My case took place in Topeka, Kansas on May 19th, 2019. Case number 19-CR-987. There are about 15 axon tapes in my discovery that have not been reviewed. If these tapes were simply reviewed, the level of transparency needed for proper exposure would be undeniable. My bad. would be undeniably in your hands. Now, moving forward, I will explain my situation in which I offer. I hope that you will not only consider this bill for sponsorship, but I also hope that you will contact me and ask me to give my demographic proper representation and a voice that we need to be heard, along with the story that needs to be told. I am an American as one could possibly be. My hopes are that I will be utilized properly to strengthen our government and bring unity between two demographics that have more negatively reinforced separatism than any other demographic in this country. Moving forward, PREA, or the Prison Rape Elimination Act, is a resource well known amongst the prison system. In every county jail, federal holding, and prison, there is a poster on the wall with a 1-800 number on it. This 1-800 number is a resource available to all inmates to report any sexual misconduct that may have been introduced to them unwillingly and unwantedly. Once a phone call is made, an immediate investigation is opened. The allegations are taken extremely seriously. Once an investigation is opened, immediate action takes place. This resource brought to my attention a very simple solution that would have not only offered me the resources that I needed, but it would have also provided the police with the accountability that they need in order to stop this unprofessional policing. Thanks to the Prison Rape Elimination Act, I've been able to discover a resource that would correct a single fail point in America that needs to be corrected. Please listen to what I have to say moving forward. What I offer is something that I refer to as the LEO Accountability Act. Much like the Prison Rape Elimination Act, this resource would provide a 1-800 number on the wall in every county jail, federal holding, and prison in America. This number would simply become a resource available to us where we could open an investigation on law enforcement officers in question. This resource would give incarcerated Americans an opportunity to get proper counsel and to obtain their First Amendment rights by being able to utilize our voices while being behind bars and get the proper transparency that we deserve. This idea of mine for the introduction of this bill is obviously a simple idea, and it is obviously in rough stages. However, with that being said, I simply just needed transparency on my case. That's all I ever needed. All I needed was somebody to listen to me and view the arrest tapes that are attached to my discovery. We have a simple problem. The problem is our police are in a position where they can beat us up and they have no consequences. They are in a position that they can slap bogus charges on our citizens and throw them in jail, removing their voices. The aftermath of this is you have citizens in my situation who seek justice with nobody on the other end to answer the phone and provide us with the transparency that we deserve and the justice that is very much needed for me and countless others. So that's what I got, y'all, you know what I mean? And, sorry, I kind of tripped through some of my words there, man, but it's whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be firing this out. I'm firing this out all over the country. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. I mean, it needs to be, it's still a little bit rough. And I mean, obviously, before I send it out, I'm going to, I'm going to make sure that it's right, man. But this is what I've got. So, if you got this far in this video and you actually heard what I have to say, then please get a hold of me. You know what I mean? Because I don't think you would have listened this far to this video if you didn't give a shit. So, you know what I mean? I'm really trying to make a difference in our country. And I'm really trying to do what I can to just tighten up, man. And to get this bill out there. Because I needed justice. I deserve justice. And if we could just hold these police accountable, man. If we just could hold them accountable, they'd stop. They would stop being bullies. And they would stop messing this country up, man. And so it's a simple solution for a very complicated problem. All right. So thank you for checking me out. My name is Clint Richards. My friends call me AZ. I'm over here just trying to hold it down, man. Thanks for watching AZ Meets the World. Much love.